NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Mac Jones. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Pats and the Eagles, and it's coming up next.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the rink. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power rankings, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to
lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Nifty move. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Patriots take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now Jones. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. That is caught by Cohen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll run for the... Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 30, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return. An Eagle touchdown. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Fielded right around the 8. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Jones. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So they'll line up losing 5 yards on the play. And they'll force a call on 3rd and 14.
And Neil Bruce gets the instincts of catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, drop it, or drop it there. Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense draws.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. throwing, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's out of bounds as he gets this to the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 61 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a toss for Swift left side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 20. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that.
Almost no room to work after catching the ball. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the tackle. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And out come the Eagles. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the ground. It's Swift to start the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9. Hurts. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. The Eagles at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in wondering what on earth is going on here.
And Brandon, I reflect back to one time we had one of those deep philosophical talks about getting up every day and going to work and the whole deal. Can you imagine what it's like for this team? Every morning they wake up, they haven't won a game yet. How do they figure their way out of this one? How do they play well enough to get at least one win before this season is over?
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this one's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of cleaning him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And this turns into disaster. He's not getting safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room, but a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Scott to return it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They go play action with Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. Here's Jones. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England's offense set to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle with Cohen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A give for Stevenson, running right. And a short gain here, down to the 22. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Ramondre Stevenson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins, 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And you think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. That time a 6-play drive, and the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Jones. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get the first down. Back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. There's another example. possession.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Carlos Wakeman now. Is the distance on the punt there, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Jones. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was really slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Joseph is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Chargers who are out in front. Justin Herbert has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Adam Thielen, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Gabriel Davis, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats for New England in that first half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. With the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Jones now, they're bringing a blitz. Hitting Juju on the slant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Throwing Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They'll say it's incomplete. The throw line a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They'll look to set up his blockers. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts got a man. It's Brown. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. They'll run the toss to Swift. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So the Patriots coming out now. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second and 9, Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
On first down, Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Right there, baby. Get in there.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On second and 9, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. It's caught. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he returns this to the 22. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Jones throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on second down. Jones, pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Sam Reddick, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And they're going to get this out to midfield.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Patriots send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Don't get tackled. Keep it rolling, oh.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Jones on 1st down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man down the field is Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 34 yards to gain that time, another 1st down.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So we pause for an injured player, and now what you want to see, Juju Smith-Schuster. He's in some pain out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 22, Jones is going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for the 1st with Stevenson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the 1st. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Joseph on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Ooh, the juke. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there on that play. I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now left side on the swing pass. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. From the 45 on 2nd down. Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
They run out of the gun with Swift. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 31, Hurts. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle. Shifts by him. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Gonna get this to Cohen. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Jones. And this is caught by Parker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Jones. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here's Jones to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Hurts and the Eagles now down by a field goal. A little over a minute to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Back to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. He's back to throw. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And now out come the Patriots. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run once more with Stevenson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jones looking around. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. An excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Pats, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.